beginning with it, playing through the first one.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. But maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before. You
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hand. The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Sit. Please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt, a pale, slender neck rises from the gorge edge. She is preoccupied with the arrangement.
Your brush with the divine... Does everything appear to be in order? Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bareth. One half, anyway.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in. The gods offered you boons in exchange for resolving the Hollowborn crisis. You did not accept any of their offers. What did you do with the souls?
Tell me, do you remember when we last met? You came to that tower seeking... You prayed for help in reaching Theos. Beyond the... Still, a pledge unmade stands fairer in this court than...
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower.
You had need of the gods once before. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this, we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands. Taking a physical form in Aora is fraught with peril. Most more...
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
I know. It is my business to know. Their souls remain in Aothus still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were. The last whisper of... When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own...
After him!
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Find Aethys.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp...
A chime. Do not fear, herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me.
The dwarf nods. The return to your body feels like waking after Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking...
No, there's no way. How you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some...
The voice echoes from inside the bust.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes it.
Misfortune's brewing topside.
Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead.
Pirates. They're demanding.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should... All right, now make some use of it.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you...
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm? I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least...
Then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Aye, but the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin.
Well, okay.
You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot. Play with the crew if you'd like. But don't bring me any...
You had bet. After him!
Defend the ship!
That's a slow ass reload speed.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand. If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Shh. It's right behind you.
Unfortunately, I believe we'll be needing the Defiant yet. Unless you mean to settle down on the island for good.
Oh, there's a thought. I'd shout for Aethys, but I'm worried he'd hear me and come over.
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance in that regard. And not to doubt Master Adair's.
That's true. Steak is...
Patching the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again.
Let's see about the other survivors. And I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Could be they're just not dumb enough to get in Aethys' way up here.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
So many souls lost. Surely someone else survived.
Help! Somebody! They're con Blanca!
Leave it to me.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks. I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts, but have you found any of the others yet? I'll start a fire, if any of the others...
Sure. No problem. Why not? Could be a fight. Suey! Suey!
Hey, fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything, really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened? I don't see any light, Captain. Just you. Is there supposed to be a light? Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then.
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Watcher, over here. It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the Boers were hoping for easy meat. The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. I was able to calm one of the boars with a spell. For a time, I remained here, hoping he would return quickly. He has not. I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be...
alone?
Leave it to me.
Spy! Magran here! Is that you? You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment. Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for that. There's nae getting the ship back underway without repairs. Yonder road inland seems the best chance of that. I'll see you at the campfire, Captain. Magran's flame good. I'll boil up some water. We'll have a leg of yours.
Should have seen me with that barrel, Angrim. I showed it who's boss.
Magran gives... simpler trials than others.
Alright, gonna end this right here.